So the tagline is, Icarus didn't need wings, he needed a mulligan.
Seriously? No golfer is going to understand that.
It's funny.
It's funny to you. To a golfer, it's a word problem.
It has a backstory.
It has a run-on sentence.
Whatever. Okay, welcome to the podcast. This is Keep Buggering On. And fair warning, everything you are about to hear is true, and none of it is going to make you feel any better about humanity. Are you ready to have a good time today? Because today we are doing something we have never done on this show. We are bringing in a co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis. Dennis is my husband, my business partner at KBO Standard Supply, and I want to get this title exactly right.
The most silent partner.
The most silent partner. He has never once asked to be on a mic.
I still haven't.
Noted and ignored. Dennis, tell the people what you actually do for the business.
I design, I pick images, I make sure things look something a human being would put on their body.
And what do you not do?
I do not do the word bullshit.
He said it before. I could bleep it. My apologies. But that's the deal. That's real. That's how we split it. I do history. He does golf and sports. And it works until it doesn't. Okay, since we're going to be airing grievances, golf. Let's talk about golf, since apparently I still don't understand it.
It's not that you don't understand it. You call it the fairway.
It is a fairway.
You call the whole course the fairway.
Come on, it's a nice word. I like saying it.
It's one specific strip of grass out on the course, not the whole property.
Noted. We're going to move on.
And when you top the ball?
You mean when I behead the ball?
It's called topping. Nobody in history of golf has called it beheading.
I call it beheading. It's my word now.
You just invent golf as you go.
Well, you know I invent better golf.
And then there's pace. There are people out there behind us.
We're all here to play a game. I, for myself, would like to breathe at some point during.
You can breathe while you walk or take a ride in the cart.
Apparently not correctly.
Tell them about the bag.
I don't have to tell them about the bag.
Tell them about the bag.
Fine. Brady, my PGA trainer, lovely man, looks at my bag one day and he says to me, "Very nice bag. Everybody's going to think you know what you're doing out here."
Until they see how you carry it.
You already know the ending.
Everybody knows the ending. You carry it on your left shoulder and it should be on your right.
It's comfortable on my left shoulder.
There's a reason it's not supposed to go on your left shoulder. The straps aren't set up that way.
Okay, fine. But there's reasons I do and don't do a lot of things, Dennis. Anyway, enough of that for now. We'll probably get back into it later on in the episode. But here's the story for every couple or every business partner who did not exactly choose each other. 1837, Cincinnati, a candle maker named William Procter and a soap maker named James Gamble had nothing in common professionally, and honestly, no strong reason to team up. What they had in common was a father-in-law, the same one. They both married daughters of the same man, and he was the one who sat them down and said, essentially, "You two are family now. You're both in the fat and lie business, whether you like it or not. Get a room and figure it out."
So they didn't pick each other. They got assigned.
They got assigned, and they didn't even like the same parts of the job. One man was obsessed with manufacturing. The other was better with the numbers and the deals. They split it. Candles and soap were basically made from the same raw material back then, so it wasn't crazy, but it also wasn't natural. It was arranged.
And it turned into Procter Gamble.
Yes, it did. one of the biggest companies on earth, because two guys who didn't choose each other figured it out fast, who does what, and then got out of each other's way on the parts they didn't understand.
So basically, I'm Gamble. I make the thing.
Yes, you are Gamble. I'm Procter. I'll take it. Okay, so I said I'd take it, but I'm also going to give. I told you we would definitely get into it again. So this is the actual argument we have every single product.
Every single product.
I want a backstory on the product description, where the phrase comes, why it's true, and why it earned its place on this shirt. I think that's the whole point of KBO. Nothing gets made up.
And I think people are trying to buy a shirt, not read a syllabus.
It's not a syllabus.
It has footnote vibes.
One time, one product actually had footnotes. One time.
He wants, I want standard copy. Same format, every listing, copy and paste. Done. In and out. You want a short story?
I want context and vision. Sometimes I'll bring you an image concept and you'll say it's too much or not funny enough for the joke. To me, I think it's hilarious for golf. And you look at me like I've never seen a golf course.
Because sometimes you haven't. No offense.
Oh, none taken mostly. And it's not just the words, it's the font.
Correct. The same font size every single time.
It doesn't work for me. I want it to feel like a story. And sometimes that means it needs room to breathe. Bigger here, smaller there.
And I want it to look like it came from the same brand twice in a row.
I'm thinking about the storyline, the context.
And I'm thinking about specs, font size, spacing, margins. If one listing's off, they're all off.
Yeah, he's a quality control man. Everything has to be within spec or it doesn't go up. His real job? Coming into our business.
Someone has to be.
I said somebody. I didn't say you specifically at all times about everything.
Then it doesn't get within spec.
Fair, I suppose.
So here's where we landed. I stay out of the word bullshit all the way out.
And I stay out of whether a golf joke actually lands with an actual golfer. He's the check. I'm the check on him.
History's yours. Sports and golf are mine. And when we disagree inside our own lane, that's when it gets loud.
We just don't cross lanes anymore. We do have neighbors, so we like to keep the volume down. That's the rule, the whole rule.
That's a good rule. It's just a new rule.
And here's the thing. I'm not even the only person doing this. Go look at the product pages right now. Any DTC brand, any small apparel shop, almost nobody just says shirt, cotton, blue anymore.
So everything has an origin story now? Even socks have an origin story?
The socks absolutely have an origin story. There's a whole era of e-commerce where brand voice became a real job title, and every product listing turned into a tiny personal essay.
Which is great until you're trying to buy socks and you accidentally learn about somebody's grandfather.
His grandfather was great, but you're right. That's the tension. Somewhere between shirt, cotton, blue, and grandfather's socks is the actual sweet spot. And Dennis is annoyingly usually the one who finds it.
And I'll just say, this is too long until it's not too long anymore.
Which, unfortunately, is a system that works. We're the mindset. Every phrase we cover on this show ends up on something you can actually put on. If you want it, it's at KBO Standard Supply, LLC.com. The store is building one product at a time right now alongside the show. We're getting there, piece by piece, and it's shaping up to be worth the wait.
You know, the funny thing about a business run by two people who didn't fully agree to run a business, you keep looking outward for the system, the right process, the right template, the right rule. And it turns out the system was just let him have the picture, let her have the paragraph, and stop arguing about the parts that were never yours to argue about. It was never a stranger's answer. It was already sitting across the table.
We checked. It's real.
You're not going to believe it.
Until next time, take care, my friend.